Testa, testa, testa. Wait for this thing to come online. Yep, looks like we're there. Wait for this thing to come online. Yep, we're online. Let's get this going. Good morning, it's 7 a.m. It's Wednesday? What do they say? Wednesday, September 7th. This is my 15 minutes in the morning, get unstuck on some project stream, where I spend the first 15 minutes of the day working on my stuff, instead of reading email or looking at social media and all that stuff. Because this way I can get a little bit of stuff done before, people start asking me for things, or I get distracted, or, my mind is still relatively fresh, even though I'm kind of sleepy. I have my Harney and Sons hot cinnamon spice tea, which makes me feel happy. And it's time to get some work done. This is week 5, I think, of this project. When I was just trying out the 15-minute morning thing to see how it would go. And I actually like it. Since I freelance and work at home, I don't have like an office place to go to or even a reason to wake up every day. But these 15-minute morning things, and combined with the live streaming, has given me a sense of purpose and place. This combined with the co-working chat room, in which we're posting what we're doing and what we're getting done. Surrounding yourself with people who are like that, are like-minded in that sense, is very, very motivating. So for the past couple of weeks, I've been feeling very excited about getting up and just getting started on stuff. It doesn't feel quite so isolated anymore. But that said, let's take a look at where I left off. I'm working on a nerd magazine, which would be a combination of print and chat, or print and web, I should say. And let me see where I am. This is my other work. Here's this Quiver. This is the programming notebook that I use. Very similar to Evernote, except it has more programmer-friendly features like markdown formatting. Saves to a nice data format. That's just JSON. We can see here on the left side. This part is the markup side, and then you can see the formatted output on this side. And you can export this to HTML, or just put this into single page view. So let me see. Looking at my continuity log to remember what I did. What did I do? Test Tuesday, I started to integrate baseline grid CSS and realized it was probably not Bootstrap compatible. These are all technology things. So I figured out how to insert Bootstrap CDN links into a Jade template. In translation, I was trying to make a website using technology I don't know all that well. So, Jade is a template page description language, I guess you could say. It's not called Pug. Bootstrap is another, it's a CSS framework which allows, basically it's kind of like almost like a pre-styled look that's works very well with responsive design. So if you have a phone, it will still work as if it's a big website. Ordinarily you have to do all this crap to make that work. Bootstrap bundles it all into its own crap, and so you don't have to worry about it as much. You just need to learn how Bootstrap works, which is what I don't remember. So I guess the thing to do would be to just load up the project. And down here I have the notes down here on how I do that, because in the first thing in the morning I actually can't remember how to do anything. So I'd open up my nerd metal site. Metal, it's called Metal because I'm using a website generator program, or a set of tools I should say, called Metalsmith. And this is kind of the old school way of generating websites before WordPress was around. WordPress took hold with its dynamic, on-the-fly styling and formatting. I want to get away from it because I've found it cumbersome lately. It's just not as fun to write in it anymore. It's kind of slow. I mean, they've been making performance improvements, but then there's also the whole security issue thing. They're constantly finding security holes in it, and I would much rather not have to worry about that kind of stuff. I mean, there's still things you need to worry about with your server, but still, one less thing to worry about. That's kind of where I'm coming from. So I need to go to what? Web, DS, no, Nerd, Metal. And I'm also using Metalsmith for my own personal website project, which is what I was just talking about. Just getting away from WordPress. Let's see. And so then I had to run Node, which is the JavaScript interpreter, web server interpreter, then run this build script. And what this will do is start watching the content folder and reformatting stuff on the fly. That's what we're working on today. And then the next thing I need to do is open up Sublime Text. And my text editor has been big in that. And move this over here, get rid of that desktop. So yeah, this is on the right. That's always where it is. So I can just use the control keys to go back and forth like this. Oh, then I need to pull up a browser. Oh, I think I need to... actually, I'm setting this up a little bit incorrectly. Let me try this over here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make another Windows source. Where's the terminal? Here. And I'm going to stick it on the bottom corner. Just so I have a little bit more room to play with. So there's the terminal window. And then I can put the browser all the way to this side. And then I can go to localhost 3000, which is where the web server is running. And I think the default thing is called Pizza HTML. That's the dummy content I'm working with right now. And I'm actually going to unembiggen this and just put it here. First, let me switch projects from this work project to, what is this? Nerd Sublime. And did that work? It didn't seem to. I didn't do. Why does this still say play? That is odd. I can see the text is this worst case format here. Why is this not working? Project. Where's the open? This is weird. Nerd Sublime project. Okay, so for some reason my project switching wasn't working. Drag this back over here. With a single page. Alright, so this is what we were doing the other day. So now that I'm set up, let me set my 15-minute timer. Boom. So again, 15 minutes working on this, and then I'm done for the day. Doesn't seem like a lot of time, and it kind of isn't, but that's the point. By making a little bit of time, it's less daunting, and also you know that you're not going to get something completed. And this has been training me to accept small bits of progress, which is something I'm really bad at. So I would say after 5 weeks, I'm starting to get starting to get it, starting to get with the flow of it, and that sends a little sense of project first thing in the morning. Does like wonders for my mood. So anyway, what am I doing today? Let me go back to my continuity. So yesterday, on Tuesday, I was working on trying to figure out how these templates worked. I think I was in a bad mood too. We got Jade working. So where was that? I had made this template and I'd figured out how to insert these scripts using the Jade description language, which is a simplified version of HTML that has some conditional logic available to it. one of probably dozens and dozens of template languages out there. This is one of the popular ones, though. So I figured I might as well learn how it worked. The downside is you had to learn another language. And that's one more thing to burden one's mind with. So now that this is working, I have what I did yesterday was I got Bootstrap in. So I should be able to just start styling Bootstrap stuff. And I'm going to have to do two things at the same time. Learn how to do that in Bootstrap. I keep forgetting how it works. And then also then remember how to do this in Jade. Or learn how this works in Jade. Which I'm not sure. I think blocks turn into divs? I haven't been able to find a really decent Jade cheat sheet. So I might have to like stream a session when I'm trying to make a cheat sheet for this. You'd think that there would be a good one someplace, but I haven't been able to find it. Let's see. So I guess we'll look at the Bootstrap documentation and just get a shell in there. 3 examples. Why not? Getting started. Blah 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 blah. Here we go, basic template. Head blah 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 blah. What's all this shim stuff? Wait a moment, that's what I have, sort of. Oh, they're loading their script tags at the end of the page, like real developers do. Where I am loading up in the head, like it's 1999. Well, let's just leave that alone for now. Starter, using the framework. Ooh, hello world. Starter template. I want one with a nav. Ooh, or with a Jumbotron. Dude, Jumbotron. Nav bar with a Jumbotron thing. Carousel, dashboard. Do I want a dashboard? There's a lot more examples than I remember. Off canvas nav menus? What? There's a linter tool now? Alright, I'm feeling in a Jumbotron-ish mood. So let's see if we can just convert this into whatever. So oh, there's a Jumbotron CSS. Alright, so we need a container class. So how does this work? Block content? Does this convert into block content? I'm just going to look at my own source. Let's not look at it this way. I'm going to look at this layout just to see what elements correspond to what. So here I'm looking in H1 pizza article. Let me look at my layout. Oh yeah. Block content. Is there a content div? No. Was content a placeholder? Article is equal to contents. Contents is what? Where is that defined? Is it defined here? No, that's defined in the... I guess that's a convention. Everything below, this is the article source. This, everything here below here is content, and this is all metadata. And I think in layout, body block content, that's saying to put the content there? Or that's a placeholder for block content defined here. So it looks like it's, if you guessing from this, if you define a block, it somehow merges these together. No wait, this extends layout Jade, which implies that maybe block content overrides what's here. Alright, so these blocks actually don't seem to require what am I trying to say? These blocks are really placeholders. They're references. And then you can start with a top level template and then replace them. So you could actually make this one fairly simple, fairly lean. But let's just make this look right. So I'm going to do, I wonder how this works. How do I define a div with a with a block with a class in it in Jade? Jade div. Let's learn Jade. Why not? Let's learn Jade. Alright, this actually is useful. Image p div with a class. Oh, alright, that actually makes sense. So, okay, we're back here. So what we want to do is basically div.container, and then, oops, div dot, no, how do I do two of them? Header.clearfix, maybe? I'm just not sure that's right. No, okay, I guess we just pile them on. You can also imply the div tag just by using the classes too. Oh, that's neat. So I could do this. Yeah, let's be explicit. So div header clearfix. Let's just like kind of copy what they have here. And then there's a nav tag. Okay, just do this. ul.nav pills. You don't like this. This is starting to get a little bit less cool looking. L. How do I define a role? Active. Can I put multiple things on one line? How do I do a content inside something? Because I want to do an ahref. Tags and text. Why is this formatted so weird too? It's not exactly confidence inspiring. Let's look some more. Nesting. Learn Jade. Jade Simpler by example. Jade tutorial for simple tags, asking attributes of tags. Blocks of text. Is that a period? Grr. I don't like that. I don't like these preceding dashes either. Is that a comment or is that forcing a script execution? Oh, okay. By starting a line with a hyphen, we indicate to Jade compiler we want to start using JavaScript. How do I... I don't know. I'm not impressed. Let's go back to this. Let's just see if anything happens. How do I even put content into something? Let's see what this does. Hello! I'm guessing there's no explicit closes. Let's see what happens. Save that. This should auto-reload. Or did it? Did anything happen? Default title is what this is called. This is not compiling. Because it's only watching content, it's not watching templates. Okay, let's look at our build file here. Here's the Metalsmith plug and chain. There's a watch somewhere here. Watch pass source true. What does that mean? We also want to watch templates, I think. Let's see, where's source defined? It's up here. Source? I think if we do this, maybe that will work. I don't know what this true parameter does, but maybe it will do something cool. Let's run rerun this. And it doesn't seem to have done anything here. The pizza title. So let me see if I save the layout. Load. So we change article Jade. Or layout Jade. If I save this from default title to default to banana, will this reload? Something happened. Loaded change, but it didn't seem to live reload the file itself. Still says default banana. It is reloading something, but I guess it's not reloading. It's reloading the template file, not reloading the HTML? Or it's not recompiling? It's not doing as expected. What file is it loading? Let's look at the network. Where would that be? Network. This should tell me what it's loading. No, I can't find one of the files. Bootstrap theme min CSS. Bootstrap. CS3 Bootstrap theme min CSS. Doesn't think that file exists. Maybe theme has to be replaced with some actual live reload. Can it tell me what's happening? Uncut error. Oh, there's no jQuery. That might explain some stuff. We need to get the jQuery CDN. Where's the CDN for this? I think Google has one. Let's go to the minified one. Where is this? jQuery.com. Google has one too, but live reload, Bootstrap 3. And so this should look like a script, quote, I wonder if there were a compact way of doing this. I think that's it. Oops. Script, link. Let's see if that helps it. No, it didn't recompile it. Uncrop error. Unknown URL scheme. Let's see. Not seeing. It loaded the CSS, but I didn't load any of the. 15 minutes up already. I'm not seeing this do anything. So what I'll do is I'll just make a note. Try to get Bootstrap working in layout template, or layout Jade. But CDN error with Bootstrap theme min, missing jQuery, also live reload doesn't work with template changes, so fix that stuff. Okay, so that's as far as I got done today. I'll probably look up how to do this later in the day. Or if I don't get to it, I'll do it tomorrow. It's bothering me. But you know, part of this exercise is to be disciplined about how I'm spending my time. Let's see. I'm just gonna Google one thing. Live load with Jade templates. See if anyone's like specifically solved this. Express live reload. Let's just look at this. This is a gulp file. Watch asset style sheets. Watch source Jade templates. I guess one thing I don't know is whether or not how I'm addressing in the Metalsmith file. If this is actually working. Is there a way I can actually see what that path is? I'm assuming these are path relative to where the build file is. So there should be build is here, so templates is there. This should be anything that's in the templates directory. But I don't know what this parameter does. I guess you can just easily turn watching on and off that way. That would make sense. Actually, when I save the template, it is live reloading. But is it running this whole thing again? That's what I don't know. Let's try looking up one more thing. Metalsmith live reload template. A Metalsmith plugin for watcher change and integrity rebuilds. This is what I'm using. Now this is actually the example. Oh, what's this? Paths. Map of paths to files to watch, files to rebuild. Oh. Okay. No Boolean, only watch files changed will be rebuilded. Ah, that's what I want. Alright, let's see if this works. We want everything. Everything! Okay, I wanted to see if this works. That would make me feel like I got something done. So we got this pizza article. If I change the layout, the font title is up here, upper left corner. If I change this to the font bananas, does it rebug? It does change. Yes. Excellent. Now I feel good. Okay, let's go back to the. Got live reload working with template changes though. Alright. Need to continue porting example. What's the example? This one, narrow, Jumbotron narrow. Alright. So that I can let, this is where I can pick up again tomorrow. So, alright, that's today's session. What time is it? 7:29, so under 30 minutes, which is what I wanted. And I guess I will start the rest of my day, which I haven't even thought about yet. But at least I got a little bit of something for myself done. And the Nerd magazine gets a little bit closer to coming a reality. Alright, so with that, have a good day. I will see you tomorrow.